Hello, and welcome back to Race Recap. My name is Jackson. Today, we come to you from the beautiful Greenbrier Resort in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. Now, as most of you know, I recap the top 3 series in NASCAR, but now I've decided to also recap the ARCA Racing Series. But first, I have to get you caught up on the 2 races they have already done this year. The first one was at Daytona. They ran 80 laps. The first caution was brought out by the 02 of Andy Seiss, who spun. Scott Rivas in the 88 spun trying to avoid and was hit in the side by Eric Caldwell in the 7 car. The second caution was for Jason Kitzmiller, who blew an engine. The third caution was for Brad Smith in the 48, who had an issue under the hood and spun in his own oil. The fourth caution was the big one. Ryan Repko in the 20 spun in front of the whole field. He was hit by Andy Seiss and Dominique Van Weerden. John Ferrier hit Willie Mullins in the 3 and Connor Hall as well. J.J. Pack in the 61 spun trying to avoid. David Gravel also spun through the grass. Jacob Hefner was hit hard in the side door by David Mader after he got clipped by Natalie Decker. They went to the 5th and final caution for incident. It was the 11 of Chuck Hires who got turned out of the pack and into the outside wall hard. And the 6th and final caution was not for incident. There was debris on turn 2. The top 10 in that race were Michael Self, Haley Deegan, Drew Dollar, Sean Core, Thad Moffitt, Jason White, Riley Herbst, Willie Mullins, Brett Holmes, and Scott Melton rounded out the top 10. Lots of DNFs in this race. Tanner Gray had an oil leak issue. Chuck Hires was out for the accident. Connor Hall had overheating issues. Ryan Huff had a transmission issue. Ryan Repko and Dustine both out for accidents. J.J. Pack had a transmission issue. Dominique Van Weerden was out for the accident, so was Natalie Decker. Andy Seiss, John Ferrier, Jacob Hefner, Dave Mader. Brad Smith was out for an oil leak issue. Jason Kitzmiller in the 987 had the engine difficulty. And Scott Reeves in the 88 had a drivetrain issue. The second race they ran this year was at the Phoenix Raceway. The first caution was brought out early when the 06 of Tim Richmond spun and hit the outside wall. The second caution was for Christian McGee, who spun. The third caution was for Gio Scelzi, who hit the outside wall. The fourth caution was for the 25 of Michael Self. The fifth caution was for the 99 of Gracie Trotter, who stalled and hit the wall. The sixth caution was for the 32 of Howie DiSavino III, who backed it into the wall hard. The seventh caution was for the 46 of Thad Moffitt, who hit the wall. And the eighth and final caution was the 15-year-old Jesse Love, who got turned and hit Drew Dollar hard into the outside wall. And they made it all 150 laps, and the checkers in this race went to Chandler Smith in the 20. The top 10 here were Chandler Smith, Michael Self, Ty Gibbs, Tanner Gray, Zane Smith, Nick Sanchez, Haley Deegan, Chase Cabre, Lawson Allen, and Gio Scelzi rounded out the top 10. DNFs in this race, Brett Holmes had communication issues. Jesse Love, Thad Moffitt, and Tom Bird out for accidents. Sam Mayer had a radiator issue. Howie DiSavino III was out for the accident. Gracie Trotter had an engine problem. Tim Richmond had handling issues. And Ryan Huff was out for the accident. Well, that's all for Race Recap. Come join us when the ARCA Series races next in Talladega.